chains, no rules, no safe words. This is Unbounded with Christopher Allen.
And welcome to Unbounded, the show with no chains, no rules, no safe words. I am your host, Christopher Allen. Today, we have, I'm not going to say my favorite, but, you know, co-host in studio, Mr. Garett, and we are talking today. Well, I mean, why don't you tell me what we're talking about today?
Oh, man.
This was your topic. That I think I got this from you.
No. You didn't get this topic from me. One, because I forgot the topic. but no. I really did forget that topic, though.
Internet dating.
Yeah, we want to know what our audience thinks, and we're going to give our views on what we think, whether, is it a curse or is it a blessing nowadays? Because, there's a lot of people out there that, swear that online dating doesn't help them, and you got others that go, oh man, eHarmony got me my lifelong wife, from overseas. But,
Hashtag mail order bride.
Hashtag mail order bride.
Hashtag Russian collusion.
We're going to talk about that,
But yeah, I mean, it's an excellent point. I mean, me personally, I've had 2 relationships, my last one and the one that I'm in now, that started on Tinder. You got Tinder, you got Bumble, you got eHarmony, you got Hinge out there now, I think. There's also Grindr out there for, hey, go for it.
Christian Mingles, amen.
Christian Mingle, Black People Meet.
Oh, boy. I think there's a country.
Farmers Only.
Yeah, the Farmers Only, yeah. Backwoods.com or something like that? Please don't go to that.
Yeet.com.
Yeet.
But we're also live on Facebook right now just for this one. Just giving folks on Facebook a little sample of what you can expect on Unbounded. We're streaming on Podbean right now for the Unbounded podcast. We're just getting some stuff recorded here. So make sure that you check us out. Just acknowledging my Facebook fam. We certainly love you. Love you to death. But yeah, internet dating. There are definitely pros and cons. It's become more prevalent, I would say, since, 2012? Something like that?
Probably when, internet first started, blowing up a lot, where social media was a big thing.
Yeah. So, the big one I would say is Tinder. I think everybody knows how Tinder and Bumble and stuff works. I personally like it. I think for somebody, because here's the thing. Let's say that you approach a girl at a grocery store. To me, all of a sudden, you're quickly labeled a creep. Because, hey, man, how are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. You look really wonderful in that sundress. I'd like to get to know you. Tell me your name. Stuff like that. And like, ew, you creeper, get out of here. That's so disgusting. But that same dude can be on Tinder, and homegirl will swipe right, and y'all will talk. It's like, you realize it was the same dude, though, right? It just makes things easier. Everybody on the app or the site knows what they're there for. You know what it is. Now, Tinder and Bumble have become much more of a hookup thing, because hookup culture is a thing, and that's something we'll talk about on a future podcast, so stay tuned for that. But I feel like everybody knows what the deal is. I like you, you like me, let's talk. Kind of thing.
I got a thing on that grocery store, you want to throw out there. It's all on the approach, in all honesty, in real life. It's also on how good you look. Because, guys can get away with a decent amount of things if they're fine. Just like females can. Females get away with a lot more stuff if you find you can come approach me.
Ladies, please tell me that you're going to turn down The Rock if he approaches you in Food Lion. You're not. You're going to smell what The Rock is cooking.
Oh, yeah. You're going to smell everything that The Rock is cooking. Let Terry Crews walk out there with no shirt.
Muscles popping.
You ain't going to say, I don't like that. You're going to enjoy it. But, let this 300-pound guy do the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm. It's not going to fly. And that's what, these dating apps are for. Because, you can put your best face out there. I personally like to try and make it as real as possible. Yeah, I'll put a full body picture of me out there. I want you to know the jelly that you're getting into, baby. Before you go swimming in the water, you need to know how deep the water is. Ooh.
That was a good one. Oh, boy.
And I'm not the tallest guy in the world. I'm 5'7". That's short by apparently most women's standards.
I'm in that same boat.
Well, you're like what? You're like 5'9".
I'm 5'7" via doctors, 5'8" via the military. I don't know how they measure differently. I thought they use the solid tape, but I went into the recruiter office. They like, yeah, you 5'8" for us. I'll take it. Makes me feel better.
Is anybody that's in the military, can they confirm that? Like, can you comment on our Instagram at the Unbounded Podcast? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know why they added the inch to me.
Why does the military add an inch? Oh man,
we're gonna end that little script right there. But
y'all know where that was going. I ain't gonna take it there. But yeah, I'm in favor of the internet dating. I love it. I love to see society changing with the times and growing and adapting and embracing these new things. But of course, internet dating gets a bad rap because there are. I'm just going to call it out.
People like me.
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you don't like internet dating.
That don't like internet dating.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was going to say that it's one of those situations where one person spoils it for the bunch. That one creepy dude that had to follow the beautiful girl to her car.
Not me.
Yeah, that's why I was looking at you. I was like, what do you mean?
No,
like,
not me.
There's not something I need to know about you.
Hashtag don't catch the stalk.
Don't text the stalk. Like it's
new hashtag.
Like it's an epidemic.
It is.
Hashtag don't catch the stalk. But yeah, one spoils it for the bunch, and it just gets ugly. But I know the condition of my soul, so I know I'm a good dude. But other thing is, I feel like when you're talking to these people, you have a chance to really show your personality. I think that's what matters the most because I've always said looks can change. I can be skinny and gain 500 pounds. I could become a vegetable tomorrow, God forbid, and be rendered incapable of moving or speaking. But is the condition of my soul a match for yours? That's what really matters in the long haul, in my opinion.
Okay. Someone said it perfectly, and I thought it was so funny. He was like, he don't look good on mute. And I was like, you know what? I enjoy that phrasing.
I don't look good on mute.
Because I'm like that. I'm not the best looking guy. I ain't the worst. But, on mute, I'm so much better unmuted than I am muted. Because, that's where that personality shines.
Exactly.
And to me, that's where a lot of these online datings you don't get to see because you're just looking at pictures. You got to hope they know how to describe their life to your liking rather than going out and actually, let me try that date and see if I do like this guy. But to be fair, on that other side, hashtag don't catch the stalk. You get them creepy people that you just don't want to meet, and you would rather just sit back and like, oh, let me take a second. Let me only click on the people that I think don't look like creepers.
Yeah, and I also feel like when it comes to these dating apps that women can be more particular as far as who they choose for like a mate. And a lot of things factor into that. How you look, of course. And then there is apparently your bio, your dating app bio.
About you. That's what I was talking about, how you describe yourself.
I will read my favorite dating app bio that I've literally ever seen. I'm not going to say no names, but I know this guy.
It's his.
And he'll know who it, when he hears this, he'll know who it is. So yeah, I'm shouting you out, homie. For every guy that won't treat you right, oh my God, why is he like this? For every guy that won't treat you right, there's one out there that will eat cupcakes and drink champagne out of your ass. I'm that one. I have three-fourths of the greatest pickup lines in the world. Try me. Former athlete turned call center employee, loved to bar hop, dance, play video games, never married, no kids. Like, you would not believe the amount of attention this homeboy gets off of that. Because, like, girls will message him, and I'm like, so, will you really drink champagne out of my ass? That's happened.
Sparkling cider.
It can happen. It can happen. Don't calm that down.
Oh, that's a whole different hashtag. Don't catch the sparkling.
Yeah. But I mean, it matters. What I did in my bios, and I don't even remember what my Tinder bio even said anymore. Oh, matter of fact, I think I do. It said something to the effect of, it was like a pros and cons thing. So I had pros, will definitely serenade you in the shower, or I make a great +1. And then cons, not Idris Elba. And they were like all these other things. So you do have to be creative. You got to have something that I think women will hook on if you're a guy. For guys looking, they're just like, they're swiping trying to see if you're hot, because that's just what men think about. But then when you go on that date, if you're just sitting there a good looking guy with no personality, bet you ain't getting a second date though.
Yeah, but home plate was looking pretty good that night.
And that's the messed up thing.
It is.
Like, how did homeboy who looks good, no personality,
knock it out the park?
but he still got to hit? Meanwhile, regular average Joe, 5'7", 290 pounds, can't even get a swipe right in this mug. It's a struggle. It's a struggle out here. Although I did have much more luck on Tinder the most recent time. I think I was on there for like 2 weeks. This is real. Like I think within 2 weeks I had about 5 or 6 matches. That is a lot for me. Like, that's a whole lot. I know there's girls that are like, oh my God, Christopher, I don't know. Like, I had like 100 matches in a day. And I'm like, yeah, that's because every picture of you was like in a bikini with your thigh gap on fleek. And, just, of course.
Oh, that is going to be another podcast for a later time.
Thigh gap?
Or thighs touching.
Thigh gap or thigh dap.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I just do something?
Oh,
did I
man.
just come up with something?
Oh, but
Thigh dap, hashtag thigh dap.
of course this would be a guy, maybe guy only. I don't think we're going to get no females in on this podcast for that one. You never know. You never know.
I can hear women die. You guys are so disgusting. I can't even believe you.
But then we'll do one for them. We'll do washboard or keg.
Exactly. What's gonna quench your thirst? A keg or a washboard?
Exactly.
Drink a keg and drink a washboard and see which one makes you feel better.
Homeboy said drink a washboard. Like he don't know what to use.
Exactly. Oh my God. Oh, but yeah, you guys chime in on our Instagram at the Unbounded Podcast. Let us know what you think. Is internet dating a blessing or a complete and total curse? Have we gone off the deep end with this? Is there maybe something that would be better? What's the next generation? What are we going to have in 10 years? So that's
VR dating.
Ooh, isn't it what it's called, like Oculus or something?
Oculus Rift, and you got Vive. You got some other ones that hook straight into your phone that are like third party. But I mean, You already have like VR chat rooms right now where people go in and do stupid things. It's only a matter of time for the adult industry to take hold of it.
Is there? I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it.
Probably.
Is there? Is there like porn for VR yet?
Yes.
There is.
Yes.
Not like saying that because I'm totally interested in it. But, we'll see. But I was curious because I've heard of this being a thing, but I didn't really want to believe it.
Yeah.
That's got to be lit.
I don't know. I think real sex might still be more lit than that.
Of course. But that goes without saying.
I don't think I want to buy a $900 system just to watch porn. My cell phone would do just fine.
But it's like you're there. It's real. But like you said, you could just have real sex. But VR sex doesn't produce babies.
Neither does anal.
We'll catch you next week on Unbounded with Christopher Allen. Oh my goodness. Yep, that's where I'm leaving that one. Appreciate y'all listening, and we'll catch you next week. Hey, thanks for listening to Unbounded. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our channel on YouTube for more content like behind-the-scenes footage and vlogs. If you, like us, live your life with no chains, no rules, and no safe words, then we invite you to join us as a proud supporter of the show. Thanks again for listening.